Let me see what this looks like from this end here.
Oh, here. Okay, so.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh God! That's what I was afraid of.
Hey guys, Commander Keen back with another YouTube video. Today we are going to be talking about Ground Branch. Now this is a shooter that is new to me but has been out for a little while now, still in pre-alpha state. I just came across this a couple weeks ago and I'm absolutely hooked. I cannot stop playing this game. It ticks all the boxes that a guy like me could ever ask for in a first-person shooter. We've got tactics, we've got a ton of customization, we've got weapon manipulation, we've got difficult bots, engaging maps. It just checks all my boxes. Even though it's a pre-alpha game, in its current state, I just want to inject this game directly into my bloodstream. During your playthrough of Ground Branch, you will be playing through as a member of the CIA Special Activities Center, or Special Operations Group. Basically, you are one of the baddest dudes on the planet, and your job is to go and fight other bad dudes on the planet. But this isn't a Call of Duty game. In fact, if you play this game like Call of Duty, you're going to get your ass handed to you by bots, or reamed out by your teammates, potentially both. This is dubbed as a thinking man's shooter, which means you're going to need to slow it down, work with your team, communicate, and use actual CQB tactics and doctrine if you want to have a successful mission. The core of this game is its CQB, or close quarter battle mechanics. You're gonna have to be breaching doors, clearing corners, clearing rooms. Everything that you do from a CQB standpoint needs to be done by the books. If you want to succeed truly at this game and play it how the devs have intended you to play it, there is a deep level of customization that you can do within the game, not only to your weapons but your kit as well, to help you accomplish these goals, to make sure that you're set up for success with the correct gear to complement your team. Now, when I say that there's a deep level of customization, I mean it. If you're the kind of guy like me who's into guns and gear and tactics and stuff, this is going to be an absolute wet dream for you. Not only the number of firearms, but the number of attachments and the way that you can lay everything out. The level of customization you can do to each individual piece of kit, right down to placing what mag pouch goes where. Is possible within this game currently as it sits, again in pre-alpha form, so it's only going to get better from here. The level of customization is absolutely unreal, and it really makes it easy to be immersed into the gameplay, to get sucked in, to want to try different loadouts, to maybe want to try to roleplay a little bit with kit and weaponry. Right down to the way that your character looks. There's just an infinite number of ways to play this, just with your equipment list alone. Now, solo stuff aside in this game, working with at least one other man, but preferably a full team, is really where this game shines. With the additional manpower, you're able to utilize proper tactics that will increase your survivability greatly, just as though they would in the real world. Working CQB by yourself is not something that anybody would ever want to do or hope to do. So my recommendation is to find a friend for this, or to hop on to one of the many public servers that are out right now and make some new friends. The servers right now are reasonably populated with like-minded guys and gals. You know, it's 2021, but there's lots of people that are going to want to play with you. I've met a ton of really cool people so far through this game, and I still play with a number of them on the regular, even if I'm not popping on to the public servers. I got my guys, and you know, you're going to meet new friends on a game like this. If you're a gun guy, you're going to meet other gun guys. Now, I know I've glazed over guns and mentioned them a couple times here, but I really can't stress enough the level of realism in this game currently, with the arsenal that is at your fingertips. Should you choose to go in equipped with any number of weapons, modern weapons, not really a lot of historical ones, but true to form, modern weapons that would be utilized by a team of this nature, kind of out in the heavy air quotes real world. You have so many different options and choices at your fingertips, and you can customize each one of them. Everything feels good, looks good, sounds good. It probably smells good and tastes good. We'll see more about that when we're out of the alpha. But for right now, everything just feels so good and so right. I truly cannot wait for this game to keep going. There's currently a good selection of maps right now for both solo and cooperative play. You're going to find everything from small towns to pre-built, almost paintball arenas, to a giant tanker that you're watching in the video right now, to an abandoned kind of school yard and school type building. Power stations. There's a really great selection of maps and a number of game modes to utilize on those maps to kind of keep things fresh and keep things interesting. You're able to play solo against bots if that's what you want. Everything from untrained difficulty all the way up to veteran, which are extremely challenging, and most maps will let you set up to around 50 bots on each one. So if you're really looking for a challenge, you can go into a map solo and do a lone wolf run versus up to almost 50 bots. Now, as I mentioned before, this game is very realistic. CQB doctrine comes into play. So in order to survive against said bots and be successful, you're going to want to employ some real-world tactics. Now, by no means am I an expert, and the gameplay footage that you're watching right now, I'm sure isn't perfect tactics, and there's probably a number of experts out there who can offer me some constructive criticism, but you need to play intelligently. You're not going to survive long if you're running out in the open or sprinting around making a lot of noise and trying to Call of Duty this game. It's just not that kind of game. You won't be playing the game the way the devs intended to play it, and the AI is going to punish you accordingly. Currently, in addition to all of these maps and the AI and whatnot that we just talked about, there are some single-player, offline, no-bot kind of modes that you can play, like the shoot house that you're watching in the video currently. This is a bit of a clip of a run that I did through while under night vision devices. You can see here I've got an infrared laser and simulated night vision while I clear a large wooden kill house that is built in the training area. You're able to populate this with steel targets representing friend and foe, and you can run it over and over again to challenge yourself to see how fast of a time you can get, how many bad guys versus good guys you can throw in the mix in that time, to work some transitions, work breaching doors, all of that stuff. It's just this great test environment that you can use at will anytime you like. In addition to the single-player shoot house, in the beginning training area, there is also an indoor range, an outdoor range, and a abandoned aircraft fuselage from a commercial aircraft set up to allow you to train a hostage rescue scenario. You can do a similar thing to the shoot house and set up steel targets representing friend or foe, and then you can work through to clear that for kind of a change of pace. The indoor and outdoor firing ranges, gun ranges are perfectly functional. The outdoor range, I believe, goes out to 500 meters, so you can pick up dedicated marksman rifles, play around with different optics, different calibers, attachments, see what you like, what you don't like before you get out and go to that mission. There's just so much you can do, even if you're like me and you don't actually have any friends. You can just kind of hang by yourself, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot of content here in terms of just straight gun things. Once you're a little more comfortable with the firearms and the kit, then you can step it up and run missions. So we've gone over single player, we've gone over co-op, we've gone over guns, gears, maps, and bots. That's pretty much everything I wanted to touch on. I just wanted to kind of do a brief little video on Ground Branch to kind of give guys a heads up of what to expect, and hopefully kind of wet your whistle a little bit and get you to go and check this thing out. Where I'm at right now in Canada, it's only about $22 on Steam, which is an absolute steal of a deal. I would recommend it to everyone. Buy a copy for yourself, your mom, your dad, your dog. Buy one for everybody you know. It's a fantastic game. It's only going to get better. I'm hoping to do a full series on this particular game. I'm pretty passionate about it, and I would love for more people to find this game and feel as though it was accessible to them. So I'm going to do a little how-to video on a number of different aspects of the game and hope that that helps people out. As always, guys, if you want to support me, my content, the channel, anything like that, feel free to drop me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube, or you could head over to my Twitch channel, Twitch TV/Commander Keen. Don't forget that doofy 3 in there. I'm live every Monday and Wednesday night. Occasionally I'm playing games like this. I'm going to be on whether I'm streaming or not over the weekends for the next little while here, getting some more content for this game and getting my fix, because as I mentioned before, it's pretty much like crack. I can't get enough. I can't stop playing. I really hope you guys enjoy this game as much as I do. So hopefully we'll see you around on one of the servers sometimes, and until then, have fun.
Ghost.